On the night that she threw her own baby into the river, she did not know that one day she would kneel before the same child, begging for forgiveness. In a small dusty village, surrounded by thick forests and lonely paths, there lived a beautiful damsel named Amara. Her laughter used to light up the whole market square, and many young men admire her beauty. But among all of them, her heart belongs to only one person, a charming young man named Chike. Chike promised heaven and earth to her. "Once I return from the city, I will marry you," he whispered one evening beside the village stream. As the moon reflected on the water, Amara believed him with all her heart. But barely 3 months after Chike left for the city, the whole village discovered that Amara was pregnant. The shame was unbearable. Women mocked her openly at the market. Everyone pointed fingers at her. Even her own relatives abandoned her. Still, every morning before sunrise, Amara carried a tray of bananas on her head, walking from one village to another under the scorching sun just to survive. As her pregnancy grew heavier, so did her pain, and every night she cried herself to sleep, waiting for a man who never returned. Then, one cold midnight, during a heavy rainfall, Amara gave birth alone inside her tiny leaking hut. No mother beside her, no husband, no help. The cries of the newborn echoed through the dark nights as Amara stared at the innocent child with trembling eyes. And before the first cock crowed that morning, she wrapped the baby in an old cloth, carried her to the lonely village stream, and made a decision that would haunt her for the rest of her life. The cold river flowed silently that morning, as if it had swallowed many secrets before hers. Amara stood behind the thick bushes, trembling violently as the cries of her newborn baby echoed through the lonely village stream. For a moment, she almost ran back, but fear was stronger than her heart. "What kind of life can I give you?" she whispered through tears. Her hands shook as she slowly placed the baby near the river bank, wrapped in an old faded cloth. The child cried louder, innocent and helpless, unaware that her own mother was leaving. Amara covered her mouth to stop herself from crying. Then she ran, barefooted, crying and broken. The early morning, rain began to fall as she disappeared into the forest path. But unknown to Amara, someone had seen everything.